Hey everyone, Dr. Lobaz here. Today on the show, I want to talk about what is your most important asset. Okay, friends, today we are talking about what is your most important asset. And, I think a lot of people probably think that maybe their car or their home or they have all these other things that are like way important to them. And if you were to just make a list, think about over the next 5, 10, 15 years of like things that you want to accomplish. What do you want to do? And if you just think about those things, the one thing that you absolutely have to have is your health, right? I mean, you can't do anything without your health. So when we talk about your health, we need to think about, what does health mean? What really is that? And I think a lot of people kind of misjudge health. Like they say, health is how you're feeling. And I think that's a huge misunderstanding because 5 out of 6 people are dying today of things that they can't feel. And so that's how we judge our health, by symptoms usually. Like if we don't have any symptoms, then we don't go to the doctor and we feel like everything's fine. But unfortunately, 5 out of 6 people are dying from things that you can't see and you can't feel them, but yet they're there. They're silent and they're killers. And so when we think about these things, we have to kind of rearrange how we think about health, right? Because if the symptoms are here and these are the things that are killing us, it's not lining up to be healthcare anymore, because that's how most healthcare works is, do you feel anything or what's going on with you? And then you talk about, like you don't ever go to your medical doctor, or rarely would you go to your medical doctor and say, hey, everything's great. Like maybe you go once a year for a checkup, something like that. But for the most part, we're not just like, it's Tuesday. I got nothing to do. I'm going to run into my MD's office and just get a checkup. I mean, that's just not how we're brought up. We don't do that. So what I want to talk to you today about is kind of a silent killer, and that's called a subluxation. And a subluxation is basically where your neck, it could be in your neck, it could be in your middle back, your low back, wherever, it can kink up, and you may not have any pain at all with it, but that message that's going from your brain down through your body and out to maybe your heart, your lungs, your muscles, your bladder, whatever it might be, it's no longer getting the right message. So it's like playing the telephone game when we were kids. The game goes around, and some of you are too young for this, you won't remember this, but you would talk to your friend next to you and say, like, tell a secret, and then it would go all the way around, and by the time it got to the very end, it was never the right thing. Somebody would mess it up. So that's kind of like playing the telephone game through your spine. Something gets kinked up and the message changes, and then things don't work like they should. So a lot of times, we'll pretend for just a minute it's maybe your stomach, and your stomach is getting too much message and it's creating too much acid, and then you have acid coming up into your throat, right? And we call this acid reflux, right? Or GERD or heartburn, or there's all kinds of different names for it. And we say, a lot of times say, well, you can take some Tums for that. Sure. Do you think your body's deficient in Tums? No. Something's going on. And an occasional heartburn from something you ate, I can understand that. But when you're having heartburn regularly, people, some people live like this and they think that that's just normal, or that they should just eat more Rolaids and Tums and, all the prescription medications that come with that. And that is complete garbage. That's just not how it works. So if we get the spine happy, a lot of times some of this stuff will fall off because the body's functioning like it should again. So anyway, if there's something going on with you, something that's troubling you, something that's concerning you, and you want to get it checked out, don't hesitate to give our office a call. We'll be happy to take a look at you. We can do a computerized scan on your spine, see what it looks like, and if we can help you, we'll let you know. All right, this is it for today. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.